Everyone, and welcome. I'm Connie Douglas from Great Stamping with Connie. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Canada, and I would like to welcome you to CraftSpot. This week, the first Wednesday of the month, it's CraftSpot, but it's my free online class. So, what the heck does that mean, you ask? Thank you for asking. Let me share with you what that means. Today, I will share 3 cards with you, and I will go through how to create these cards. We're going to be using the Round We Go bundle. It's a really fun bundle, and it's got some great birthday sentiments and things in it. So we're going to play with that one, and you can see how to make these cards using that bundle. Now, if you would like to get a kit to make these cards, all the paper pieces that you will need to create the cards that as I create them, then you can have that absolutely free simply by placing a minimum order in my online store using my current host code. And I have all the information for that in the description for this post, so you will see it there. And it will also be going out in an email to all of my email subscribers. So if you are not subscribed to my email at this time, you want to do that, because other than just getting the information about today's free class, that's where I share information about all sorts of wonderful things that I am doing, events, activities, just lots of fun stuff. And starting in just a couple weeks, my international friends from the Online Global Crafters, Sarah from Handmade After Dark in Australia, and Terry from Rustic Barn Cards in the United States, and I will be kicking off our 12 weeks of Christmas. Yeah. It sounds kind of early, but it's not starting for a couple weeks yet, so don't panic. But towards the end of the month, we're going to kick it off, and it will still be more than 12 weeks to Christmas, so don't even panic then. But we like to get it started so that you have time to craft and so that you can have everything finished up before you get into the real meat and potatoes of the holiday busy time, I guess we'll say. So that's coming, and that is exclusive projects, 12 exclusive projects that you won't find anywhere other than on our mailing list. We will email those out, and that's the only place you'll see them. They're not going on social media. They're not going into other classes. So you must be on our email list, or my email list will get it for you. Or you could sign up with Sarah or Terry, whatever you wish. Or you could sign up with all 3. There's no reason you can't be on all 3 mailing lists. We don't always do everything together. We each have our own individual things. So in any case, make sure you are on a mailing list to get that. Okay, shall we get crafting? Couple things. Product shares have ended. I have ordered all the goodies. So as soon as they arrive, I will be dividing those up and getting all those product shares out to everyone who ordered them. So you'll have a little bit of everything to play with. So much fun. Card Club, we have passed the cutoff for that for September, but you can join the Card Club anytime. The next club kit that would be available is for October, so a little bit of a wait on that at this point, but you can still join. My monthly card class for September, the deadline, we have not reached the deadline for that yet. So if you would like my monthly card class, watch your email. Again, all the info will be in there, and you'll see that on social media as well. Girls Getaway Weekend in November. Have you registered yet? Don't miss it. It's such an awesome weekend. Awesome, awesome. All the details are on my website, greatstampingwithconnie.com, or you will find it on my social media, or of course, on my email. Recurring theme. That's where all the good stuff goes, is in the email. So make sure you join. Okay, let's head down to the crafting area. And if you are here, say hello. Let me know that you are watching. I'm just going to take a moment as I move over here to get this up on here. And oh, there, I'm not seeing it. I'm getting a little worried, but there it is. We're okay. All right. So let me see. Okay. So as I mentioned, we are going to use the Round We Go. Uh-oh, have to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. I just felt that coming on all of a sudden. There we go. Round we go. So look at all these great happy birthday, happiest birthday, hip hip hooray, time to celebrate. This is your day, year, month, whatever. And then these fun little images. And there are some awesome dies that go with this as well. So this is just a really fun, happy birthday set. How's that? Okay, I'm just gonna set that over to the side so it's out of the way. And I will bring this in. This is the first card we are going to make. Oh, my colors don't look like they're showing too true on my monitor. Hopefully they look a little bit truer for you. But I will tell you that we have a Summer Splash card base, standard card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4.25. If you do place an order in my online store, not only will you get the cut pieces, you will get a full PDF tutorial, and that will have all of the measurements so that you can create more of these if you wish. And you can change up the colors. There's no designer series paper on this card, so you can make it any colors that you like. But hey, Bev. Oh, Bev is coming to the Girls Getaway Weekend. Awesome. It is such a fun time. So Highland Heather, 5.25 by 4. Basic white. Now this is creating a narrow border. You may have noticed that here. So this is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. So it's just going to make a narrow border on our Highland Heather cardstock. Okay, I have a piece of Blueberry Bushel, and this is the Countryside Corners die cut. I will include this die cut in your kit, so you don't have to worry about owning Countryside Corners. That will be there for you in your kit. And then a piece of basic white cardstock that is 3/4 by 2 3/4 for our sentiment. Okay, let's do some stamping. So I'm going to stamp on these two pieces. And I am using, this is a photopolymer set. So I am just going to bring in, this is half of my Stampin' Pierce mat. It creates a nice foam base so that I get a good image when I am stamping. And I'm going to bring in this happy birthday sentiment, using Highland Heather ink for this part. Ink this up. And hope you had a great vacation, Bev. Oh, that might be a little bit high, but we'll see. Okay, I think it will be fine. Set that to the side. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna clean these things because I'm if I don't, the next thing you know, I'll pick it up and use it again with a different color ink, and then we will have a sad situation. Okay, and then we are going to stamp this background. I'm just going to turn this vertically because this is going this way. And I have the two pinwheel sort of stamps. I'm going to start with Highland Heather on the bigger one. You could do these in the same size and fill it in, but I thought it was kind of a cool look when it was different sizes. So now there's no right or wrong place to put your stamps. we're just sort of doing random stamping on here. And I will go over the edges on some of them. This one, off the edge. So we're going to really kind of fill up our card this time. I went off the edge with, say, I ended up going off the edge with a few of those. I'm going to put another bit of one down here. There we go. Now, so we've got lots of pinwheels going on. And then I am going to come in with the smaller one. And this one has pointy edges as opposed to the round edges, just, you know, for interest and stuff. And I'm going to use my Summer Splash ink to go with my card base. Now, this one, I might have to bring my paper closer to me because I want to make sure I get right into the gaps on all of these so we don't have white spots. So just need to be over it a little bit more. So hi Terry. Wow, got you. You caught me live. Yes, you did. Our schedules have aligned for a brief moment. Terry does her lives on Tuesdays, and it always seems to be a busy time for me. So I end up watching her replays more than her lives, and obviously Wednesday is generally a busy time for her, and so she watches a lot of my replays. But that's the beauty of these, is that they are all recorded, and if this is not a convenient time for you to watch live, you can always go back and watch the replay. Okay, there we go. And these last two, I didn't do this in advance. Perhaps I should have. Sorry, it's a lot of time to watch me stamp, isn't it? I do have some of the pieces from the other cards prepped, but I didn't do this one. I can see that I missed a spot here on the stamp. Sorry. That's probably really blurry in that extreme close-up there. Okay, I've not inked this well. Just going back and trying to fix that before I stamp. But when you hover over the white, you can see all your all the things that you've missed. Okay, and then just one more down here. So bear with me for just another moment, and then this part of the stamping will be done. We can move on. I think part of the problem is that there's still a little bit of residue on this stamp from the manufacturing process. This is a new to me stamp. So it's the first time I'm using it. I'm in trouble keeping my eyes on where they're supposed to be, because it's only a part circle. And it doesn't seem to want to line up, which it will, because all the others did, of course. But what am I doing wrong here? Well, okay. I'm not sure why I'm struggling with this. Maybe I should focus on the center more. Put the center of the circle there, and then the blue should line up in between the purple. Yeah. Okay. Oh, not so good. Twist. No, I'm really kind of did not do a good job on that one, and I could see it as I was going down. So let's just see if we can throw a little bit more ink onto here and fix this. Okay, it's a little bit messy. Too big to put the gems there. Oh, hello, Kathy. Hopefully you got all your errands done. Always a busy time, isn't it? Yes. Just in time to see me mess this up. That really is a little bit messy. What could I do with this? We might need to trim this. Let me just, I could start over, but that would take a long time. I wonder if I do this and I put this, okay, let's keep going for now. See if we can kind of salvage this in some way. This is will the sentiment cover it? Yeah, it's low, but it might be enough of a distraction, Terry. Here's hoping, right? Okay. We're continuing on for now. If I had all the time in the world, I would probably just cut a new piece of cardstock or flip it over. Yeah, I could flip it over, but I won't make you sit through all of that. But I confess, I might not glue it down really securely. I might be a little less generous with the adhesive, sticking it down so that I can pull it up after this. We'll see. It might all be fine. Sometimes it is. So I love these little, I don't know, almost like fireworks or something to add to the birthday celebration. Okay, get this stuff out of the way. What do we think? If we do it this way and let me put the sentiment onto, I could do something even bigger, couldn't I? Okay. If I do it this way, we could do it sideways and put this right down here. Oh, look, that might distract the eye enough because then you have all this loveliness. Ah, see, you can fix anything. I think that's gonna work. I'm just gonna glue it down because I really think it's going to be okay. Um, Perhaps not perfect, but it's just wrong enough to have that homemade love look to it. There we go. That's my story. I'm gonna stick with that. But I really think it will be okay once it's all down and decorated and all that. Okay. And then we will put some adhesive onto the sentiment. Onto here. No, that goes just about to the edge, but not quite. There we go. And hold this guy. I do have a bone folder. There we go. So the new fall mini catalog went live today, and the new brand new scrapbooking brochure went live today. So lots of fun things that you can look at online and order, which is a perfect time to have an ordering special. So yes, if you do place a minimum $35 order from my online store using my current host code, then I will send you a kit to make these cards. absolutely free. And in the kit, you will also get a full PDF tutorial with all of the measurements, as well as some written instructions. And then you'll also have this video to refer back to if you wish. So you can make these. You would need to have the Round We Go bundle, because that's what this is all about. So if you don't own that yet, you may wish to include that in your order. Or if you just want some nice cut and prepared pieces that you can craft in your own way, then you can just use whatever you have in your stash. Certainly some round flowers could work, or I'm sure there's different things, even balloons and things would be birthday like. I'm trying to think what I have on the next cards. The next cards have more things using the bundle, obviously, but you will see them as we go. And if you think you have something in your stash that would work, then you can order anything you want from my online store. You don't have to order this bundle. It's entirely up to you what you include in your order. So that's not straight, but does that I think that kind of hides it enough. I might play with that a little tiny bit, but for the most part, you can't see the mess that's under there. It wasn't a huge mess, but it was definitely a mess. Okay, I am using the Tinsel Gems 4-pack. So we have Lemon Lolly, Berry Burst, Blueberry Bushel, and Pretty Peacock. I don't have a lot of Pretty Peacock left, but that's okay. We weren't using that. We were using Blueberry Bushel, so it's perfect. Where do we want to put these? Do we want to put these on the card this time, just to continue to pull our eye away from this bottom section? There we go. I think it's okay after all. Oh, you have this bundle. Oh, good. That's awesome, Kathy. You know what? I love watching what other people do with products that I own. It's like, this is fantastic because I have this and I was wondering what to do with it. I and you know, of course, in the stamping world, we case everything, uh, copy and selectively edit, or create and share everything, whatever you want to choose for that case definition. But sometimes casing a project is really just an inspirational starting point, because I was trying to create the other day and I was struggling, and Terry had shared a card that I thought was wonderful, and I wanted to kind of case it. Well, my card didn't end up really looking a whole lot like hers at all, but but it gave me it gave me an idea to work from. So okay, sometimes we just need to be inspired, don't we? Peach pie, standard card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4.25. And this one is going to be, this one was going to be portrait, but then it turned landscape. This one I'm really hoping will be okay portrait, because um, I have this designer series paper here that is it is for portrait. So this is 4 inches by 2 inches, and this is the Unbounded Love designer series paper. Okay, and then I use the Unbounded Love designer series paper to cut out 4 of these. I was calling them pinwheels before because I thought on the stamp they look kind of like pinwheels. Here they are going to be flowers. So this again is from the Unbounded Love. You can see a little bit of the backs. Oh, if I held it in the camera, you could, I guess, eh? There we go. Yes, so Unbounded Love. This is the one that had the pink and the peach pie, and this one was really just the peach pie, sort of mottled, marbly kind of look. So there we go. So we have 4 of those, 2 of the bigger ones and 2 of the smaller ones. And then I have a piece of basic white that is 4 inches by 3¼ and I have embossed it with the eyelet 3D embossing folder. And then Countryside Corners. This is the second size up. The first one though is just an itty bitty little banner piece. So this is really the first size that I think really is very useful. I have not found a use for that, the little piece that is the very first one. So, but that's just me. So who knows, eh? Okay, and this time I am going to use the hip hip hooray sentiment. So let's just stamp that guy while we're here because that is the only stamping on this card. Let's see if I can get this straight on here. Oh, it's like it's it's Ghosts and Gremlins. I thought it looked really inky, and then it was actually I had missed a little bit. I think this ink spot is quite juicy. I'm just going to try this once more here. I think this will be better. There we go. It is better. Okay. So we need to put these 2 pieces together. And then we're going to wrap some ribbon around it. So here's today's little free tip trick. I have a piece of basic white cardstock. It's 1 inch wide and it's just under 4 inches. I don't know whether you can see the line on my graph paper, probably not, but it's just a little bit less than 4 inches. So here, if I put this on, you should be able to see that it is just slightly narrower than this. And that's just because we don't want it to hang over. I could have trimmed it. That would work as well. But I just decided to cut it a little bit shorter. So I'm just going to put adhesive on the upper and lower edges of this. And then, if I can keep my fingers from sticking to it, I am going to put this piece on there. And I'm going to put this piece right up against the white. And there. Give it a press. And now I have one piece. So I've just got this little joiner section on the back. And that makes it a whole lot easier, at least in my opinion. If you have a way of doing this that works really well for you, then that's awesome. But I was never getting it was always seemed difficult to get the ribbon to stick the way I wanted it to. So I have adopted this as my method of madness. I'm just going to put a bit of tape runner on there so it holds in place. Put that right across there. Flip it over and wrap it. I should probably double check that it is still straight, but yes. Okay, so that to me is a lot easier than trying to glue it just to the ribbon. So that's why I do that one. I think. Do I want this popped up? No, I think I'm going to put this guy down flat because he's embossed. So he has some texture to it. Just use the liquid glue. And this all just gets further held together when you put it down on your card base. So. Oh. Okay, and then what I'm going to do with these guys is I'm going to mix and match. So I'm going to put an orange. So here's my two larger orange pieces and my two smaller pink pieces. I'm going to mix and match. So I'm just going to put a little dab of glue in the center here. And I'm going to put this orange guy, peach guy. I guess I shouldn't call him orange. He's not really orange. And when you get it in the right place, it just falls right in there. Just sort of falls right into place, which is another reason you want to use the liquid glue, because then you can kind of, if you don't have it placed exactly where it should be, you can kind of slide it a little bit and get it to slot right in. So there we go. Put the lid on the glue before we squish it and have a big mess. And then I am going to put these on dimensionals, and I am going to put my sentiment on dimensionals. These are pretty solid. Actually, I should use, I like them when they're cut. I find them easier to manipulate, but this, perfect, right there. And right there. We go. Okay, so we will just put this about, I'm not going to push this down yet, just because I may not want it exactly in that spot. Right there. And then I will come in with my sentiment. And my thought was right about here. Oh, that will work. Now I didn't cut centers. There's small dies. Actually, I have some in. I don't. It's not going to be a right color, but I did cut this just so you could, just so I can see. I should cut this in peach pie, shouldn't I? I should do that. Okay, here we go. Oh, look, see, I thought I was all ready, and now I'm kind of not. But I really think this would look good if I do this. So I think hopefully with the microphone you can still hear me. I'm just going to run quickly. I'm going to run two little circles, and then we can add them to the cards. I cut extras of the other colors for the next card, but I didn't, I wasn't thinking. That shouldn't surprise anybody, right? Just running on, we'll just do this. There we go. Okay, all done. And hopefully, okay, there we go. So now I have two. We could pop these up even more, but might be getting a little bit too high, especially if I put a gem on top of this afterwards. Maybe I should put the glue onto here. You think? Oh, you know what else I could do? Oh. Should I try this? It was Wink Costella, right? That would look good on here. See, when you create on the fly, sometimes you you're not quite prepared. You don't do things in the right order. That's okay. I'm not. I don't have my finger in the glue at this moment. Not saying it won't happen before I get this down, but okay, let's. Okay, and we're going to put Wink of Stella onto this one before we put the glue on the back. How's that for thinking? Okay. Oh. Now I was gonna drop it down. I have no glue on it. Okay. We'll get there. Go. Oh, I think I'm really glad I did that. That looks really cute. I hope you can see that. I'm not sure you can really see. Wink Castella doesn't always show up that well on camera. Um, let's see if we can get. Is it showing? Well, maybe just ever so slightly. But trust me, it looks good. Okay, some gems for this guy. Thought I had thought about gems. Oh, I think I was thinking the in colors, because peach pie is an in color. And look, we have what is oh, petunia pop, but that's not really petunia pop, is it? Green and pink? Peach pie. I think we should just stick stick with the peach pie. Don't be messing with stuff, eh? Somebody tell me to, just stick with what's gonna work. There we go. Peach pie works. Some of the others might have as well, but this was safe. Okay, there we go. Card number 2. And for the third card, we are going to start with Summer Splash again for our card base, standard card base, 8.5 by 5.5. Oh, thanks, ladies. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, I slid. Do I not have enough glue on there? I don't know. There we go. We're back in place. I'll stop touching it. Liquid glue and not enough push, maybe because I had wet Wink Castella on the top. Anyway. Oh, thanks, Bev. Glad you like that. Okay, Summer Splash, standard card base. And then we have more Summer Splash, and this is quite large as far as card base coverage. So it is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. So it is almost full size, the full size of my card, because I just wanted it to be really give really good coverage on the card. I wanted to have that everywhere. Okay, and then we are going to bring back. I have a piece of, so this is just a scrap of basic white cardstock, and I'm going to bring back, this is the smaller pinwheel, and I'm going to bring it back in Summer Splash pink. Sky up. Right, and I am going to stamp it in place, and then rather than using the other one or re-inking this one in a different color or anything, I am just going to stamp again. Okay, so I'm going to press down there, and then I'm going to turn and I'm going to come in, hopefully. Oh, sorry, I need to get a little closer. I'm sorry. Now, the red rubber stamps are probably better for stamping off. They hold a little bit more. Oh, how well you're going to be able to see this. I didn't do a very good job there, but that's okay. I'm not using these for the cards. These I did do in advance, so we're good. And let me show you, because there is a die that cuts this shape. Okay, so there's the die cut ones, and if I hold it up, can you see that it's just super light? So it's not white in between, it's just very slightly Summer Splash. So just a little bit of a different way of doing things. So you just stamp, and then, and if you're hovering over top of your stamp, like these were first tries, I didn't have to stamp those 5 or 6 times to get them right. It's just when I work on an angle on camera here, it gets pretty tough. So, okay. And then one of the dies, I have the die right here, is this guy. And what the heck is that guy, you ask? Well, this is for making rosettes. And we used to have a great big, back in the days when we had the thick, half-inch thick dies, we used to have one that was quite large. I want to say it was 3 to 4 inches. It made very large rosettes. I think I still have mine actually. Haven't used it in a million years. And you can do this just with a scoreboard if you want, but this gives you a nice, easy ends cut. It also scores in one fell swoop. So this die cuts out the shape and scores it as well, and you end up with this. Oh, there, can you see the score? See the score lines in there? So it's all done for you, quick and easy. Now you do need 2 of these to make a rosette. Okay, so all you do is just fold it on the score lines forward and back. Okay. And once you have it all folded, you're just going to attach the 2 pieces and then you're going to fold it into a circle. I may need to do a whole video on this. And then it will push in on itself. I know that's not explained very well, but I have to do a whole video. It's a little time consuming. It's not huge, it's not terrible, but it does take a few minutes to do all those little folds. So I did make this in advance. And then if you just glue it to a piece of cardstock, that's the easiest way. Now I used just our liquid glue with this because I did not have my hot glue gun at the cottage. I have made these in the past, and you can do just a little dab of hot glue in the center, and that will hold those as well. So there's lots of ways to put those together, but as I said, I just used liquid glue on that. So this is another one of the dies, and it has, oh, sorry, get it to focus there. It has some embossing on it just for a little bit of interest. So I'm just going to add that to the center of my rosette. Now, this is not, whoops, this is not sticking well. How's that? It will, I just need to not, I should have stuck this on in advance probably because, it requires time and patience. Okay, maybe I'll just set it aside while I stamp my sentiment and let that dry. What I was going to say though is that this is not super thick, but I don't think it would go through the mail very well. I think that it might squish. So something to keep in mind. So this, oh, look, here comes my helper. Yes, Felix. How do you go over on the side chair? Okay, so this is the same die, but then there's another die that cuts little holes and things. There's actually 2. This is the larger circle, which I wanted because I wanted to leave room to stamp. Okay, Felix, I don't need your help right now, but thanks for the offer. So we are going, oh, somebody's looking for love at all the wrong times. Come on, baby. Here. Daddy just went outside. So, okay, we'll try this again. Where did my summer splash ink go? Here we go. Okay, so no, you got to stay back, kitten. So I'm going to stamp. This is your and I have day. It's your birthday. Would you like it to be your year? Certainly your month. My daughter always celebrates her birthday month. It's my birthday month. Okay. We'll just celebrate the day. Okay. And then for these, this is where I did cut those other circles. What all did I cut? And I couldn't decide whether I would want Petunia Pop, which is that one, or Summer Splash. Oh, I think Petunia Pop. Maybe I did decide that, and maybe that's why I have two of those. But yes, I think so. Okay, and look, let's get smart. Let's put the Wink of Stella on here before we put the glue on here, shall we? Okay. But, then we're gonna have to wait for this to dry too, but that's okay. So just painting Wink of Stella all over this. Wink of Stella is one of those things, sometimes I forget to use it and then something will occur to me. It's like, oh, Wink of Stella, and then I put it everywhere because it's so much fun. And then, I'll get sort of off of it for a moment or two, and then I won't use it for a little while, and then, the cycle will start over. But it's great for just adding a little bit of fun shimmer. And when you're doing birthday stuff, fun shimmer is perfect, right? It all just kind of goes. Okay, so now we have all of our pieces for this card. We need to see what is dry and what we can put together. Okay, so I am not going to put this this base. Oh, I have little dots of sticky. I must have put some sort of glue. I don't know how that got there, but anyway. I would say I just won't set my card there, but we know how well that's likely to work. So, okay. Add some glue to this. And for this one, you definitely want liquid glue. It's embossed and it's a very narrow border, so that definitely calls for your liquid glue situation. And the beauty with tone on tone is that if it's not quite perfectly placed, no one will notice because it's the same color on the same color. Okay, so there is that piece. And are these guys, are they dry? I think that we can put, we can put the others down without it. So I think that I am going to put it together kind of like this. I'm busy. Should I have just one of these? Is that even all in the picture? Oh, sorry, I didn't realize Felix's butt was still in that. Felix, you are still on camera. Could do it kind of just like this with only one. This is gonna go on here. What do we think? Do we like it better just with one? Did it look too full before? Oh, great. Now the other one's here too. Oscar. It kind of, I tend to forget Wink of Stella. Yeah, it's great for sparkle. Yes. Um, you're like me, Kathy. I forget to use it too. But okay, so ladies, I need some opinions. Does this look like a little bit too much on this card? Sorry, I gotta get rid of a cat or two. Too many cats. Should I just go with even do it kind of like that? This. Any thoughts? I'm gonna put this on with the dimensional while we're thinking about this. Oh, there we go. And I think this is gonna go up in the top corner, so I think it's safe to put him down. Right in the top edge area there. Oh, and then, oh my goodness. You know how they say cats ignore you? Yeah, not always, right? I can't, so I overlap this one more than this one because I want you to see the sentiment. But I could go down and up a little bit, then it would be sort of off center, off. Oh, well, I could do it kind of like this too, couldn't I? Okay, cats. Both flowers and put your sentiment in the middle of the pink one. Oh, oh, oh. Well, look at you. Like, okay, where did it go? Oh, so I need to put a dimensional on here. Oh. Something like that. That's kind of different. That'll work, eh? Okay, so let's put this, I should put this one down first because I can tuck it under. So I'm going to put covering up this lovely little piece, but that's okay, Kathy. I like your idea. This will be the holder for the sentiment piece. That on there. Let that kind of drop. Okay. Too many wet liquid glue things. Right down kind of center. Very carefully. Flat down so I don't wiggle anything else. And then we'll come in here with this one. And up just there. Yeah, I think so. Ah, great input, Kathy. Thank you. And then I think we're gonna go with these in color gems again, but in fresh freesia this time, right? Oh no, Petunia Pop, which is what this is. I'll be fine. Fresh freesia it's also a lovely mauve, but it's not quite as dark, so. Oh, go. There. Okay. So, if you place an order in my online store, oh, you love it. Good, thank you. I love it too. It was a great idea. What can I say? It wasn't mine, but it was a great idea. Thank you for your help. I will not send you these die cut pieces. You do need to own the Round We Go dies, the bundle, to make these cards as you see them. I will emboss this cardstock for you. This is so swirly, so you don't need to worry about owning that one if you don't. And I will emboss this piece with the eyelet. So, but again, you will need to die cut these pieces. I will send you the Countryside Corners pieces so that you have those. And depending on how your stamping goes, you can make that card either landscape or portrait. So there we go. There are the cards. Oh, that top one is not really even in, is it? We'll bring him down a little bit. Okay. So, rule of three. Yes, the rule of three. We love the rule of three. Sometimes. I only did 2 flowers on the other card because I thought that 3 just looked like it was way too much, way too busy. So we went with just 2 on the other one. But anyway, okay. Where are we going? There we go. I'm back. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and thank you for all of your help today. Clearly, I could not have done it without you. It's always more fun to create with a friend. So now I had a group of friends helping me to create, and that was awesome. And we managed to salvage the messy stamping. So it's all good. Anyway, you have until next Tuesday to place your online order to get this kit for free. And I will send you all the pieces that you need to do that. Okay, yes. Now, Kathy, go play with this bundle. Hopefully that has inspired you with some ideas, some things that you could do, or some things that will just sort of kickstart your creativity, because we all know how it goes. Sometimes we all add our own personal touch to things, and sometimes at the end, the cards look nothing like what we started from, but it's all good because everything comes out beautiful. Proof today. Thanks for hanging out with me. I love having you here. I had a great time. I hope you did too. And I hope that we can craft together again really soon. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.